Okay, guys, so when you click on the link to the Silk Interactive Generative Art, um, this is what it's going to look like on the screen. You're going to click it, and it'll allow you to start something new. This is a blank canvas, so you can do whatever you want. So let me show you how this goes. You can just click wherever you want and start doing something, moving your mouse around. Whatever you do, it's going to copy it on both sides. So whatever I did, whatever movement I made over here, it copied the same movement on the other side. So you're going to get a symmetrical design. You can make them as big or as wild as you want. Try some different things, see what different movements create. You can also change your colors. If you go over to this icon right here, it's when I highlight it, it says controls. So I click over here and now I have a variety of colors. Right now it's set to this blue-green one. It says drag colors to blend. There's all sorts of different things I can do. It has different kinds of symmetry I can create. So you can play around with that. You can turn the mirroring on and off. So now it won't do the double thing. So now if I was to choose a different color, it'll only do it on the one side, not the other. So you can kind of decide how you want to do this. If you want it to be symmetrical, so the same on both sides, or if you want it to be something that's a little bit different on both sides, you decide. So if you don't want it to be the same, you click this button off. If you like having it be the same, click it on. And it has other things like spiral towards the center. You could just kind of like try that and see what happens when you do that and see what kind of shapes are created and what you like or don't like. So the first time you do this, you're probably going to do a lot of experimenting, trying to see how these things work and what happens depending on what colors you pick and what um, settings you put on it. So feel free to play around for a while. If you don't like something you did, you're like, that didn't really look good, you can click this button right here. It says undo, and it'll undo whatever the last thing is that you just did. You can't go back more than one time though. So now it'll say redo. If you clicked it by mistake, you can click that and it'll redo it for you. So keep on playing with it. If you don't like how it's going and you're like, I thought this was going to be cool, but I'm really just not a huge fan of the way it's coming out, you can just click the word new and it'll give you a blank, fresh start. So you can say, okay, I'm just starting over. I hate everything I did and I'm starting over. It's totally fine. You can also move this to full screen if you really want to fill up your whole computer page with it, like this. Now there's nothing else in my way. I don't have anything in the background. I can really focus on this. Ooh, I like the way that came out. So I can keep playing around, trying different things. And once I have an image the way I like it, I'm going to show you what to do next for that. So let's pretend I like this. I mean, it's nice. I would probably add more to this to try to create a more interesting design, but it's a good start. So let's just pretend, I'll just do a couple more quick things just to kind of get this space filled up. Okay. So if I like this and I say this is beautiful, this is exactly the way I want it, I'm very pleased with it, I want to save this. I don't want to lose this, I want it to be saved. I can go to where it says save picture right here. There's a little camera, press that, and it's going to bring up a little icon down here, okay? And it says right here to save, right click the thumbnail and choose save image as. So if you are on a PC, this works. If you're on a Mac, there is no right click button. So you're going to have to come up with another solution, which I will show you in a minute. But if you do have a PC or a Chromebook, when you right click, you really are just doing a double click. You're taking two fingers, pushing down. So one finger is one click, but if you take two fingers, that's the right click. So I'm going to take on my pad, do two fingers, and now it pops up the options and it says save image as. It's exactly what the instructions said. I can save it as whatever, and it's going to download it right here at the bottom. So where it says download, and then I can pull it up and I can find it in my downloaded images. then you can take that image and upload it to Google Classroom like you always do. That might be a little hard for some of you, whether you have a PC or not. So let's say that's not a good solution for you. Another option is you could screenshot your screen, which I will have in the description box to explain what buttons to push to do a screenshot. If you already know how to do a screenshot on your computer, you can screenshot it and then save it in a Google Doc and send that to me. That's another option. The last option is right here where it says share. So you're going to click on share. I think this is a really good option too if you just don't know how to do either of those things. You don't know how to save the picture. You don't know how to screenshot the picture. You can just share this picture with me or with yourself even. So up here where it's, you'll now see it turned into an F. This F stands for Facebook. So if you happen to have a link to Facebook, you could share it directly on Facebook. This little bird stands for Twitter. Same thing. This P is for Pinterest. And this is the last one that you would actually want where it says email. Okay, so you're going to click that. And now it's going to pop up your email, whatever email you have. So I have my school email listed on here. You will have whatever email you have popped up. It'll pop right up. And you can say who you want to send it to. You can put your own email address, send it to yourself. Or if you're trying to submit it to me for your classwork, you can submit it to my email address. So I have two. I'll have both in the description box, but I'm going to send it to my own email address, catherine.stanley@nccsk12.org. See it popping right up there. And the subject is already filled in. It says Silk Interactive Generative Art, and it has a link in the subject area or in the conversation area. So you can change any of that if you want to. You want to make sure you leave that link right there, though. You don't want to get rid of that. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I'm not even going to try to do anything. What I would do, though, if it's from you, is I would just add your name in the thing. So you could put your name. Okay, whatever your name is. So if you could put first and last name or first name and last initial, that'd be great, just so I know that it's your work when I get it, because I'll be getting a lot of different things. Okay, so just put your name and then press send. Now let me show you what happens when you get it. So when I get your work, or when you get it, if you emailed it to yourself, I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a second here. Here it is. I see that it popped in. So this is what the email looks like. So this is when I just sent it, and here it is, the way it looks when I got it back. So it says, I just drew this on blah, blah, blah. So if I was to click this link, it's going to take me to your site, and watch what it does. It actually plays a video of everything you did and how you did it. And then it stops when it's done, and it has a really nice little thumbnail right here, and I can actually save the thumbnail from here too, or you can. So I can actually save your work and upload it for other people to see. So that's sort of the basics of how to work with this particular app. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure you're going to make a lot of beautiful pieces. I can't wait to see some of them. If you want to name it, give it a title, that'd be great. Or just leave it as is and send it to me. But this is just kind of a fun, different way of creating art. We've been doing a lot of hands-on creating art, and I just thought this would be a good opportunity to do one where we're doing it with the computer. So, hope you guys have a great time with this. Hope you enjoy it and have fun with it. All right, I will talk to you later.